By his own admission, Jagmeet Singh is more disturbed than Elizabeth May. Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. I hope you're having a great day. Both Elizabeth May and Jagmeet Singh read the NSICoP report, the National Security and Intelligence Committee of Parliamentarians. That unredacted version was made available to them this week after they passed their security clearance. Apparently, Elizabeth May had a clearance last summer, which was still good, so she read the report earlier than Jagmeet. 2 days ago, she released a statement saying that she was not concerned with the contents of that report, that there were no list of names of parliamentarians who had betrayed Canada, and that she was not concerned at all about sitting in Parliament with any of the current members of Parliament. Let's take a look at what she had to say.
The report says there are MPs who have wittingly or unwittingly. So that's really important. So where there are names mentioned of MPs in the unredacted confidential version, those MPs there isn't the evidence that they have consciously aided and abetted a foreign government. A former MP proactively, is the word they use in the report, tried to provide and did provide information they knew to be confidential. Wittingly, but more than that, proactively. Former MP reached out and also had contacts and a relationship with an officer from a foreign government, and then provided information from Canadian confidential sources to a foreign government. If there's lines to cross, that's no gray zone there. That's outrageous. And the only time in reading the whole unredacted confidential report that any member of Parliament was referenced as having done anything like that. So for me, that was a relief, because in the last week or so, we've begun to feel that we could be, so many reporters have asked me, how does it feel to serve when you don't know who you can trust, and so on.
That's considerably different than what Jagmeet Singh had to say. He read the report yesterday and then responded to the press. In his response, he said he was very disturbed with what he read, that it did not ease his mind one bit, and that there were names listed of parliamentarians who had violated their oath of office and had worked with foreign governments. He said that it did definitely rise to the level of treason. He also said that all those parliamentarians should be removed from Parliament. He said that there are no NDPers that he will be removing, which would indicate that no NDPers were on that list. He kept on saying that Trudeau has let Canada down because he has failed to act. He's known this information since March, and he's had other briefings of national security and of foreign interference for years now, and he's failed to act. He also criticized Pierre Poilievre because Pierre didn't get the security clearance and therefore was not able to read the report. Now, Pierre's excuse for that was if he read the report, he couldn't do anything anyway. In fact, because he hasn't read the report, he's more free to ask questions and talk about this. Now, personally, I think he should read the report, but that's his decision. But let's go and see what Jagmeet Singh had to say after he read the report yesterday.
I am more alarmed today than I was yesterday after having read the report. Today, I'm going to speak to you about my impressions and opinions based on the unredacted report from NSICoP on foreign interference. I am more convinced than ever of the conclusions of the NSICoP committee and the report that some parliamentarians are, in the words of the intelligence services, semi-witting or witting participants in the efforts of foreign states to interfere in our politics. That all of these behaviors of these MPs are deeply unethical and contrary to the oaths and affirmations parliamentarians take to conduct themselves in the best interests of Canada. In short, there are a number of MPs who have knowingly provided help to foreign governments, some to the detriment of Canada and Canadians. There are also politicians at all levels of government who have benefited from foreign interference. Some of this behavior absolutely appears to be criminal and should be prosecuted. The redacted report also discusses the Conservative leadership contests, which were the targets of foreign interference by China and India. I am not relieved after reading this report. I am more concerned today than I was yesterday. Today, Canada is vulnerable to foreign interference, and this weakens our democracy and the confidence of Canadians. I believe we must find a way to let MPs who are named in this report know that we know what they're up to. I believe this can be done in a way that doesn't compromise national security. If there continues to be no consequences for MPs who knowingly help foreign governments act against Canadian interests, we will continue to be an easy target. Removing MPs who knowingly participate in foreign interference would have the deterring effect on this type of behavior. It would send a message that these countries cannot try to use MPs in this manner.
So I guess the question is, whose interpretation of the report is more accurate? Neither of these politicians are intelligence experts. They have no experience in gathering intelligence or in analyzing intelligence. They're politicians, and they look at things through a politician's lens. So I have to question whether either of these politicians can fully comprehend the significance of what they've read. But it is very interesting, to say the least, that they both came up with almost opposite interpretations of that report. So where do we go from here? I think the RCMP should be given a diary date of October to either make significant advances in their investigation or to lay charges. If they haven't, then I think that certain information in that report should be declassified and the names should be released. These people need to be voted out of Parliament. They are a threat to Canada. But that's just my opinion. I'd love to know what you think. Put it down in the comments below. And while you're at it, please like this video, share with your friends and on social media, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Oh, and by the way, I do have a new channel that deals with US politics. It's linked below, and you'll find it at Cavalryman USA. If you think you'll be interested in that, please visit that channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.